All right, hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So our theme for this Scorpio Full Moon, just to remind you, is surrender, release, accept. And you got the Ten of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Justice, and the Lovers for your tarot cards. And then for your oracles, we have Burdock, Tenacity. We have Surrender to the Divine, Full Moon, and Self-Sufficiency from the Wild Offering Oracle. So I'm seeing actually that your message for this pile is one of surrender. And I kind of, in my introduction, talked a little bit about this full moon energy of kind of surrendering to what is. And I see that that is exactly your message. I'm showing that something has ended for you or is over, but it's not being accepted in your mind that this is over. Somewhere inside of you, you still are kind of in this decision-making process, or you think that you're in this decision-making process. But the Ten of Swords is saying that this absolutely, whatever this situation is, I'm getting the message that it's a relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It could be anything that's kind of coming to a close, a chapter in your life, a place to live, there's so many things, but I'm seeing that you need to surrender to this idea that this really is done, that decisions have been made, and they might not feel fair to you right now, but I'm seeing that actually this is exactly what has needed to happen and what is meant to happen, and it's really time for you to develop some acceptance around this. So surrender and acceptance, right? They go hand in hand. This burdock is, it's so funny because I used burdock seeds in a reading that I did, an Earth Day message, and I didn't have these cards yet, and I talked so much about the tenacity of burdock and how it just goes on, and that's exactly the message that they have in this oracle. But this card is actually kind of telling me that you're holding on. This message is one about holding on, because the tenacity of the burdock, it will grow anywhere, no matter what. It's going to go on, and it clings. And so I am actually kind of getting a message that this thing that you need to release, you're actually clinging to, because you really can't see yourself on your own. You're having a very hard time seeing yourself making it alone, your message here is that you absolutely can. Well, that you're never actually on your own. The message of the self-sufficiency card is the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. And so if that word God is not your word for the universe or for the higher power, then just replace it with whatever you want. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God, the universe, the divine, is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. So I really see this message too of, you coming to understand that you are strong enough to make it on your own, that you can do this alone, that you can move past this and accept it, but you have to come out of this stalemate, and you need to kind of surrender to this ending that is accepting that it's over. No, it might be an ending that's coming. I'm kind of showing, especially with the message that whatever has happened, it's happened, and there's there might even have been like some kind of legal situation involved or something like that with the Justice card, possibly a divorce or somebody wanting a divorce and you're kind of refusing to sign the papers, something like that. And I'm seeing that you need to surrender to this. You need to let this person go or this thing go and set off on your own. And I know that that's easier said than done. But I also think that you're probably getting this message because you know that already. And you've been trying very hard to make this choice. And I'm seeing here that you need to trust in yourself, that you need to trust in the universe, that you need to trust in life to get you to where you need to be. And to know that you're going to be taken care of and that you're going to be all right. Okay, so definitely a message for you, Pile 1, of surrender, of acceptance. You know, I also want to say with this tenacity card here, that you can thrive anywhere. You're so much stronger than you know. And I really think that that is something that you need to hear. That's why this self-sufficiency and this tenacity card came out, because, you know, this burdock is such an amazing plant, and it's just known for growing in the roughest terrain. And not only that, it is so prolific. It is so good at spreading its seed, at growing more. I mean, it is an amazing, amazing, amazing plant. So I'm seeing that for you too, that you're actually very strong and very resourceful and very, very capable. So if you feel like with this ending, you're going to be out on your own or you're not going to be okay, that's not true. That's not true at all. Open yourself up to get guidance and you know, ask for help in making a decision here, and ask for help in knowing the path forward. Because I see that you are actually very strong, and this may have you very sad right now or feeling weak and hopeless. But once you make a decision, there is justice for you. There is balance, a return of balance to your life and harmony. But you have to come out of this energy of staying stuck, of being in between. It's time to surrender. It's time to let go. It's time to give in to this so that you can move on in your strong way. All right. So that's all I'm hearing for you, Pile 1. I really hope that this resonated and that it helped. Yeah, please let me know in the comments if this did resonate with you. And thanks so much for watching. Bye. All right, Pile 2, if you picked these 2 feathers, this is your reading. And so again, with our Scorpio full moon, our theme is surrender, accept, release. So what do we surrender, accept, release? And I'm getting a huge message about surrender for you as well. Pile 1 also had a surrender message. It was a much different message overall, but it definitely was about surrender and acceptance. With you, I really do see a message of surrender. I see that you've been dreaming of and working on manifesting a soulmate, an equal partnership, a higher love, a spiritual connection. And it's so exciting because I just feel like your message is that is on the way to you, and that it's only a matter of time now that your manifestations have been working. I see you've been working a lot on yourself. You've been moving towards your life purpose. You've been transforming. You've been reimagining yourself and clearing away the things that don't belong anymore. And I do see with the Lovers, the High Priest, the Sun, and the Ace of Cups, and even here a personal issue reaches resolution, which is a card about high emotions, but it also has some other messages we'll talk about in a minute. That this manifestation, this dream of yours is happening. It is going to happen maybe between now and the next full moon. I don't have a good sense of timing with what's on here, but with the Sun card especially, I do see that this is happening soon, and it's going to be amazing for you. This is a spiritual connection. It's a soul connection. It's an equal partnership of equal give and take. It's the result of your working and your dreaming and all that you've accepted up to now. I have this card of trust that says, when love is invited to take over, right actions arise at the right time. Allow me, dear divine, to wait patiently until the timing is right. Let me rest in the unknown until a clear path is shown. Okay, so yeah, I really do think that is kind of a message of, waiting for the right time, knowing that this is going to happen. And I really think that you need to kind of hold that, knowing within yourself that this is coming, that this relationship that you've dreamed of, that you've been waiting for so long, actually is coming. You may feel right now like you're at kind of a standstill and you're not really sure where to go or where to put your efforts next. And that is that, kind of resting in the unknown. Like, things will become clear to you. You have success here. This 6 of Acorns, it's the corresponds with the 6 of Wands in the Tarot. But yeah, this is a message of being successful, but also of kind of finding your life purpose and finding partnerships that will really fulfill you. And here the 7 of Shells, so this can really be a card of choices, but I'm seeing that this is your dreams, like what you've been dreaming of is really coming. But there is a message here that you need to keep your energy clear. So I pulled this empathic oracle just for the 2 piles that I felt drawn to pull them for, and you got this this message of clearing, and this is all about cleansing and clearing your space and your energy. And then you have this hawthorn tree right here, and the message here is sacred, and this is all about making sure that you have a sacred space, whether you do that through meditation or just making sure that your physical space is clean and clear. And then with this full moon in Cancer, there's an additional message about meditation. And so I really do think that you need to make sure that you stay, I don't know that the word, we could say grounded, but centered, really. Making sure that your energies are clear so that, you're ready to welcome what's coming in. You may be somebody who identifies as an empath who has a lot of trouble with energies, and I guess what I would say about that is if you feel as though you're not yourself, if you're feeling more angry than usual, if you're feeling less tolerant or depressed, or you start saying negative things to yourself that maybe hasn't happened in a long time, thoughts that haven't come up in a long time, and they start coming up, that is a really good time to make sure that you clear your energy and clean and clear your home, and do some meditation and things like that to make sure that you are staying, that you're keeping your energy safe and your aura clear and clean, because this love that you're manifesting, it really does depend on you being at your best, being your positive self, being your open, loving self. But trust that it is coming. If I take these two together, that really shows me that that you may really feel like you don't know what to do, or like your dreams maybe aren't coming true, or that maybe you've put too much out there and it can't come back, it can't manifest. But I'm absolutely seeing that not only can it, but it will. And it's not just that you have an amazing love coming in. I'm seeing, like, if you have a craft or a skill, or something that you're working on or building, a business or something, I'm seeing a lot of success and joy there too. But you really need to make sure that you believe that it can come. And really, I really just see this message about keeping yourself in a higher vibration, keeping yourself positive, keeping your own energies and your space clear. I'm going to look in the empathic oracle to see if there's any more messages with that clearing card, to see just if I'm missing anything. Yeah, so the affirmation is, my energy, both inside and out, is mine to take care of and be responsible for. Throughout the day, it becomes very important for the empath to clear the energies that they pick up as they walk their earthly path. Just like a burr, negative thoughts, words, and emotional projections can become stuck in our auric field and be experienced as an overall heaviness. Different cultures throughout the ages have discovered tools that can be used to cleanse the negative energies from our systems. Feathers are one of them, you guys, and you picked the feathers. So I'm not surprised now that this message came through. So examples are shells, feathers, sacred plants in loose form, or bundles called smudge sticks, sometimes called smudging. So this is sage or Palo Santo. I use it all the time. But others are cedar, juniper, can be burned and fanned through the auric field to clear the denser negative energies. Because smoke is lighter than air, these heavier energies are captured and moved up and out. So do this near a window or by a window so that that energy comes off away from you and out the window. It doesn't hang out in your home. Or if you can go outside, you know, if you have privacy and you want to smudge outside, that's okay. But you also want to smudge your home, especially by windows or anywhere that you know, people's projections could come in. Okay. Let's see. Using the same concept, attaining a higher vibration being the goal, a skillful empath can also simply use a feather to catch the denser energies and release them with the knowing that feathers are what allow birds to soar on the winds. So yes, I do all of these. I have a couple of these feathers that came to me, and it's so funny because once you start looking for feathers, you guys, they will just start appearing in your world. I've found so many, and I use those for clearing myself and my space too. And I'm really seeing that that is something that you need to stay on top of. Keep yourself high vibrational, keep yourself clear, keep your space clear, keep your mind clear, meditate, and definitely trust and know that everything that you've asked for is coming. You just need to surrender to the way things are right now and let that come to you. Let it actually show up in your life. Believe that it's coming. Okay, that's your surrender message. Like, believe that this is coming. Believe in yourself. Trust in the universe. Because there is a very beautiful love here for you. This Cancer full moon is it's also a card of of high emotion, very loving energy, you know, very watery, emotional energy. So this will also be a very tender love. I definitely see that. And this Cat People Tarot too, because it's kind of based on like this other world. The High Priest is not necessarily the head of a religion. He's kind of a loving, warm energy, a counselor. And so, you know, that might have something to do with the person that's coming into your life, too. And then the Sun being here. This is the most positive card in the tarot. This is absolutely happiness. And then there's a couple here and a couple here. So anyway, it's a beautiful message. And this is not the first time that I've gotten readings that have been just on point. Love is coming into your life. So I'm pretty sure that that was in my Libra full moon reading. I'm pretty sure that that was in my Earth Day message and in my Taurus new moon reading. So yeah, this message keeps coming through. Like, somebody has definitely manifested a soulmate, and that soulmate is coming. But take good care of yourself. Create sacred space, sacred time. Keep your energies clear. Okay. So that's an amazing message. I really hope that that served you. And thanks so much for watching this video today. Liking and subscribing if you feel called to do that. It's a pleasure to read for you. And I also do private readings via video, Zoom video. And I'm working on setting up a website for that if you're interested. But I also have an email, and that'll be down below. So just send me an email if you're interested in a reading, and I'll give you all of the information. Okay? Thanks so much. Bye. Okay, hi pile 3. So this is your reading. If you picked this beautiful green stone, green is actually a very prominent color in your reading. And so I'm definitely getting a message of heart chakra healing that will be very necessary for you, and we'll get into that in a minute. So what I'm really seeing, so going back to our Scorpio new moon message about surrender, accept, release, is a big message about acceptance and maybe a little bit about release, but you have the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World as your first tarot cards. And so the message that I'm really getting is that you have kind of just completed a karmic cycle, gone through something that you were kind of fated to go through, that left you feeling very disappointed, kind of wondering about your purpose, and kind of feeling like maybe you didn't know like why you're here or what you're meant to do. You might be really blaming yourself for whatever happened, whatever's left you in this place of disappointment, and you may be feeling very critical towards yourself. Maybe you kind of feel like you knew all along that this wasn't going to work out, and now as you come to the completion of this this kind of idea of what do I do now, what is my purpose, where am I meant to be, what am I supposed to do, has been plaguing you. It's been on your mind a lot. But I am seeing for you that that you are going to be moving forward. Your life purpose is kind of coming in here in these cards, because as you kind of move past this feeling of despair and self-blame and self-criticism and start to accept that all of this was as it was, that this cycle had to happen, and that you have gained a lot of wisdom from it, and you've come a long, long way, and you've learned so much that somewhere in there you were able to develop the skills and the knowledge that you needed to actually help and serve others. And I do see with the High Priestess and the Sun a lot of healing coming in for you. Like, that is coming through very, very clear. Healing is definitely coming in for you as you come to an acceptance about this situation. Part of me feels like it was related to work and career, but yeah, that's something that you maybe were really passionate about, that you thought was going to work out, that you thought that, like, this is my purpose, this is where I'm meant to be, this is how I'm going to be of service in the world. It did not come through for you. And, maybe you've always felt like you actually were put here for a purpose, and I'm seeing that that is definitely true, that you definitely do have a strong purpose and a particular purpose. And I do see that you are an intuitive person, and a kind person and a caring person. Perhaps also somebody who is very good at recognizing minute details, or seeing the beauty in things. You're very loving. You're very compassionate. You're definitely a healer. With, like, I keep looking at, like, all of this green. The screen is just, like, popping out at me. And then, even the greens in the High Priestess card. And so those are all kind of tying together. And so I just want to say that what I'm seeing is that as you heal, you're going to discover your passion, and it's going to open up a whole new opportunity for you. And maybe this reading will kind of give you some direction if this is where you're thinking of going, because this garlic service card, this is all about helping others, doing something for others, kindness to others, and that you are good enough card. There's also this message of, reaching out to other people, taking care of other people, stopping focusing all of your self-criticism or on yourself, getting kind of out of your own head by serving others. And then the High Priestess, she's a healer. So intuition, sacred knowledge. And so I'm really seeing that your path forward might have a lot to do with healing and helping others, counseling others, caring for others in some capacity, being of service to others. So perhaps that's what you tried before, but it wasn't at all the way you thought it would be. It didn't work out. It didn't fit you. Something about it didn't fit. It wasn't really your true passion, but I see that you're going to discover that with healing, and it's just going to kind of occur to you. It's going to dawn on you, and it's going to bring in this new opportunity for prosperity, for money, maybe a new job, a new career is coming in for you. So you have this despair card, and it says, I need your divine intercession right now, O Great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. So again, I feel like love kind of pours through you. Like you're a very loving person, a very feeling person, and that might be where you can focus your attention. If you find yourself caring about others, wanting to heal others, wanting to be of service, you might look into some kind of a career like that. I could really see that coming through for you. So, stop blaming yourself for what's gone wrong, and know that this was all a part of your learning and a part of what you needed to do to become the person that you're meant to be. And all of that had to happen. You don't have to hang on to it. It's time to just release the past and step forward into the future, accept what's happened. And then as, the moon starts to wane, really focus on just releasing self-blame, releasing self-doubt, releasing self-criticism, moving out of this despair, knowing that there are amazing things ahead for you, a passionate new beginning, okay? And an opportunity for prosperity, something totally new, maybe a surprise of some kind, maybe a gift, something that the universe wants you to have, that you're ready for, okay? And I really do think that it has to do with helping others. I think that this really is your strength. Like this is kind of who you are. You are not really meant to be at the forefront of things. You're kind of just like the person behind the scenes who gets the practical things done. And in doing that, you are so supportive for so many, and you love to be supportive. You are a supporter. You are kind of that the nitty-gritty details kind of a person. And that strength is going to really lead you somewhere. I think maybe with healing others. I think something like that, okay? So it's kind of looking at any other messages here, but those are really big ones. So, they all go hand in hand, don't they? Like accept, surrender, release. Like the Wheel of Fortune, all that has come, it was inevitable. It was a part of your fate. It needed to happen, okay? But this cycle is ending, and there's definitely a new one coming. And it's going to be something that you are passionate about. It's something that uses your strengths. Okay, pile 3. So that's all I have for you. I really hope it resonated. If you're interested in a private reading, I don't quite have my website set up yet, but I do have my email below, and if you email me, I'll kind of send you the details. But I'm doing private readings over Zoom, so we would actually get to be face-to-face during the reading, and so if that's something you're interested in, please do send me an email. Let me know. And yeah, like and subscribe if you feel called to do those things. And I hope to see you in another reading sometime. Bye. Alright, hi pile 4. If you picked the Stargazer Lily, this is your reading. And so our Scorpio new moon message is surrender, accept, release. And I am really getting a very strong message of release for you, of moving in your own direction, of moving away from a place of conflict and adversity into your own knowing and your own power. And I do really see that you are going to be starting something new. You're going to be beginning a new manifestation, a new chapter of your life. And it may be with a partner, but it may be one that's really kind of about you standing on your own 2 feet, and really loving yourself and really knowing yourself and trusting yourself. So we have for your tarot, the Cat People Tarot, you have 6 of Swords, 2 of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. And then down here you have the 5 of Feathers, which corresponds with the 5 of Swords, and the 8 of Shells, which is like the 8 of Cups. And so I'm seeing actually 1, 2, 3 cards of you moving away from something. Then I'm also seeing this this 3rd quarter moon. So this is the moon kind of moving halfway to the new moon from the full moon. And so definitely all about release, and it says adjustments are required. And then from the Empathic Oracle you have direction. Now this card can be about the power of the 4 directions and making sure that you are kind of aware of them and aware of the elements and how they affect you, but it also could just be about choosing a new direction, needing to choose a new direction. And and then here, the 2 of Wands can be a card of choosing too, but the 2 of Wands is really about knowing that it is in your power to choose. Like knowing, it's like, it's a real solar plexus kind of card. It's like you have the choice. It's within your power. Nobody else can take your choice away. It's absolutely up to you. And knowing that it's up to you and feeling empowered by that, not nervous about that, because then you have this King of Pentacles, which is absolutely about someone who is grounded, who is strong, who knows what is right for them. And so I do see you kind of moving into this energy, but you need to release the struggles, release the strife that you've had with others that have been weighing you down. I'm seeing actually that you need to walk away from that, maybe even move away from that, and set off on your own path. So you may be thinking about moving, but it's been kind of difficult. You're not really sure where you would go or what you would do. But I think that will actually come to you once you make the decision that this isn't working anymore and it's time for me to move on. Because I feel like you may have felt like you've lost a lot of your battles, that you may be feeling kind of defeated right now. But I also see that you could actually be making a plan for kind of bouncing back out of this energy. So you've probably suffered some sort of a loss, faced some sort of adversity, but this marshmallow card really talks about finding the sweetness in that adversity, finding finding the treasure in it, and making a new plan, setting off in a different direction, making the needed adjustments, which you absolutely do know how to do. And once you do that, I do see a new start coming. The True Love card says, your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. But this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love. So if you have been kind of trying to rely on others and they've been letting you down and letting you down and letting you down, it's time for you to make those adjustments, to make the move, to walk away from the fighting and the struggling and follow your own path. Know that the decision is absolutely yours. That you have the power in this situation, and you can make the decision that's best for you. And in fact, that's kind of what you must do, because there is a new start coming, and this cycle is coming to a close, whether you want it to or not. So don't remain in this energy of conflict. Be resilient, pick yourself up, set out in your new direction. Stand up for what you believe in, and know that you absolutely can do whatever you set your mind to. Yeah, because so here's the waning moon, waning to half its light, and then here's the new moon. So these guys are all about preparing for a new start, and something exciting is really coming in for you. So that's very exciting, but you need to make this move, take this opportunity to walk away. If you have an opportunity to travel, if you have an opportunity to go somewhere else, I'm absolutely seeing that you should do it, that it really is time for that. Maybe somebody has offered you a job, or maybe there is some sort of a stable energy that that's kind of made an offer to you, and you're not really sure whether you should accept it or not. And I'm seeing that you should. And if this is some kind of a partnership, maybe even one that you've walked away from in the past because it was difficult, there might be potential for it to renew. There might be some potential for this to come back around, because I do see the True Love card here. I do see a very stable partner, and I do see a new start after adjustments are made. And and I do also see moving into calmer space, out of adversity and conflict. And so that could be a message for you as well. Really releasing the past, choosing to let it go. And to set off in a new direction. Because there is sweetness here, despite all of the conflict. And the decision is definitely yours. Nobody's going to force you to do anything. You have the situation under your control. going to look at this direction card because it really seems to be tugging at me, which it always does. This card and I have quite a relationship. So I'm just going to look it up to see if there's more there that I'm missing. Yeah. Okay. So there is. So I believe this message is for you guys. Ask yourself: am I finding it difficult to choose a path forward? Am I being pulled in many directions? Is the direction that my authentic higher self is yearning to get to what I feel others in my life desire for me? So, here's somebody who I really feel knows what they want and has the power to decide. There might be somebody actually who's trying to influence you, influence your decisions. It may even be a romantic partner who's trying to influence your decisions. Maybe trying to keep you from moving or getting away. No, I'm not sensing that. I'm not sensing somebody trying to keep you from leaving them. Perhaps. Is the direction that my authentic higher self is yearning to get to what I feel others in my life desire for me? My sense is that the answer to that question for you is no, and that is what is making it difficult for you to move forward and decide on a direction. And maybe you're actually afraid that if you move in this new direction that your partner isn't going to come with you. And that is making it very difficult for you. And that person is saying it's up to you, and maybe they're even supportive. But this is inevitable. You are going to take this path, and you need to take this path. And actually, standing on your own feet and making your own decisions is what is going to make this person admire you and look up to you and see you as the stable, trustworthy partner that they want. Yeah, I definitely totally feel that. So make the adjustments to your path. You do have a change of path, something that your soul is calling you towards, something that you've been planning and thinking on for a while, and it's a big change. But ultimately, it's going to lead you to more peace, more inner peace. And you're going to be very successful. Okay, so do release your doubts, do release your fears, and as you move towards the new moon, this is definitely the time to make these changes that you've been planning, and really stand in your strength, really stand in your power. Others might really question you, or you might feel like you have strong obligations, maybe strong family obligations that you're going to be leaving behind, or you might feel like you're afraid to let people down. But they'll come to understand, and actually, in the end, your strength is going to be amazing to them. It's going to leave them in awe of you. They're going to really see the stable, mature you. as you move towards this new start and release these fears. Just gonna look one more time at the marshmallow message here. So yeah, there's also a little bit of a message about, you know, taking the time to care for yourself, and that's here too. So yeah, definitely giving yourself the, you know, the rest and the respite that you need. And if that means getting away for a while, then that is absolutely fair to do. All right, pile 4, those are your messages. I hope that you enjoyed them. I do private readings via Zoom call, so I would actually be kind of face-to-face with you, and I'm getting a website set up for that with prices, but I don't have it set up yet. So my email is down below, and if you're interested and you want to send me an email, then I will email you back with pricing and all of that. So yeah, and please like and subscribe, because it really helps out my channel, and it's very supportive. And if you comment and kind of let me know how this is working or whether it's ringing true, I would love that, and I promise that I'll reply to your comments. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really hope this message resonated, and I hope to see you again in another reading soon. Bye.